thoughts and the things that I say on camera in this past year since I've been journaling is so clear. It's so like there's abundance, it's good vibes, it's good energy. Hey there, my handsome and pretty little Cobras, and welcome back to the Cobras Nest. For those who are new, my name is Mignon Cobra and I make minimalism videos. So today's minimalism video is going to be talking about why I love the it girl trend. So without further ado, let's just get into the video. Let's get it, let's go. So I wanted to make this video because it is not necessarily minimalistic, but it is something that has really helped my mental health a lot. I think a lot of things that are like in the it girl trend were things that I did not let myself do as a minimalist. Since I did a 1-year minimalism break, I allowed myself to embrace like a lot of non-minimalistic things. And actually the it girl trend has been really good for my mental health, just because of the following things that I'm going to be talking about. I know that the it girl trend, there is a lot of criticisms of it, which I definitely agree and I think are valid, but I just wanted to bring to the table why I have definitely enjoyed the trend. Maybe I'm like late to the party and this trend is over, but it's just been so good for my mental health, and I want to share that with you guys because you know what, it's my channel, I'm the boss. Okay, so number one, the clean girl makeup aesthetic. So that has been super good for my mental health. You guys know that I had a very unhealthy relationship with makeup. I was super addicted to makeup. I had to do a makeup rehab, a no buy and a low buy to just fix my relationship with makeup, because like to me, I was so obsessed with spending my money on makeup. I would prioritize buying makeup over food. It was pretty bad, guys. And if you're curious about that journey, you can definitely check it out. I have like a bunch of videos on my channel on my makeup rehab journey, so definitely check that out. But yeah, the clean girl aesthetic taught me that I could be beautiful with minimal makeup. I did not think that those two things could be a thing. I know that sounds ridiculous, but that's why I'm saying it. That's why I really like this trend, because like I didn't even think that was an option. I didn't think that like you could be pretty with minimal makeup. It's almost like she's really pretty, so she doesn't need a lot of makeup. That really freed me, because I really did think there was only two types, either a bare face or like a full cake. I used to feel guilty if I went barefaced. I used to feel guilty if I put on a lot of makeup, and that's just not the case. It's like the best of both worlds with the it girl makeup aesthetic. Okay, then the second thing is the glamorization of eating veggies. So this one came at a really good time in my life. So as you guys know, I used to have an eating disorder. I was recovering from anorexia. So during my recovery, I ate a lot of junk food to be normal, and my skin was really bad, and I had put on a lot of excess weight, and I'll be honest, I wasn't feeling that great. But I felt like eating vegetables meant that I had an eating disorder. So I really didn't eat vegetables for about 4 years during my recovery. My recovery was about 4 years. And then when I discovered the it girl trend, there was a really big advocacy in the it girl trend to like eat vegetables. Like obviously, like, and also balance, like you can have a donut and you can also eat veggies. And that really freed me, because I really did feel there must be something wrong with me. I live in both extremes, but I was like, I really did think that I could only eat vegetables if it meant I was relapsing. And it really freed me a lot to kind of have that better balance where it's like I could incorporate vegetables in my diet again while still having like little treats. And like, okay, the third thing is working out. I felt really happy in the it girl trend, which was like, it's okay to work out. Like it's not an extreme thing, and that was really good for my mental health. I love the way the it girl works out. The way the it girl works out is like very minimal and low key and like low effort, and that was really good for my mental health, because I had a very unhealthy relationship with working out. I used to work out for like an hour or 2 hours twice a day. I would wake up at 6 in the morning to go for a run. I had a really unhealthy relationship with working out. I used to also work out to punish myself. If I ate more than I should have, I would work out. So in my recovery, I fully decluttered working out. But in the it girl trend, like I would see she's the kind of girl who does like little baby weights, and like she goes for like a little 10-minute run, and I was like, that is so healthy. Like that is so healthy. So that is how I work out now. I have like literally the lightest workouts. Like I go for like a little mini run, and like I might do some weights. If I feel good, I do it. If I don't want to do it, like I don't do it. The it girl trend really brought to the table a healthy way, a balanced way to have a relationship with working out that has been just so good for my mental health. I've been doing like the it girl way of working out for about an entire year now. I did it through all of 2020, and my mental health has been the best it has been in years, guys. Like in years. Like I don't remember ever being this happy. I think probably since like university. Okay, number 4. I love that the it girl trend put a big emphasis on minimal but high quality. And I think this is actually one of the criticisms of the it girl trend, is that like the it girl trend, it's like, yeah, is it really the it girl trend if you're not using the expensive things that she's using? And I agree, that is probably a good criticism of it. How can you feel like the it girl trend if you don't have the same tools that she does? Like you're not even wearing Lulu. Are you really an it girl? So I understand that criticism. I definitely think that is valid. But for me personally, that is something that freed me a lot, because up until the it girl trend, I would never have bought some of the high quality items that I bought because I was like, that is a waste of money. Only idiots buy that. I'm not spending my money on that. And I kept buying garbage, and my garbage kept breaking on me, and I kept just wasting money on garbage. And like, honestly, when I was buying the garbage, the quality didn't feel good, and I didn't feel good, and my self-esteem didn't feel good. And I did want to buy Lulu, and I did want to buy Aritzia. It's not like I didn't want to buy it, but my underlying paradigm was like, you're a minimalist, you're not allowed to buy those things. But the It Girl aesthetic showed that like you can have these things and still like live your best life. You're like, you don't have to be cheap on yourself. And like that really freed me. And obviously I want to disclaimer this, and I'm not saying that and therefore you need to do that. I'm just saying for me personally, with my previous scarcity mindset and like the negative mental paradigms that I had, it was just so freeing to finally be like, no, it's okay to have nice things. So for me, what did I do? So I got an iPad, I got a MacBook, I started buying Lululemon, I started buying Aritzia, started buying Champion. And honestly, my quality of life just got so much better. Yes, fine, it cost me more money, but honestly, it wasn't really that much more than the money I was spending on some of these like crappier things. Like the crappy laptop that I bought from HP busted on me, and it was only a couple hundred cheaper than the MacBook. So I just kind of realized that like if you were okay with parting with a little bit more money, if you could afford to do so, I actually could afford a bit better. And the quality was just so much better. And it's just been so good for my mental health to know that like I'm not living in a scarcity mindset now. I live in an abundance mindset where I feel like I don't have to have a lot, but the things that I can have, I am allowed to have these nice things. The fifth thing is journaling. So actually one of the minimalism tips that I read when I first started my minimalism journey is to not have notebooks because it's a waste and it's clutter. So I didn't journal. For almost the entirety of my minimalism journey, I stopped journaling, which is weird because before I became a minimalist, I loved to journal. At my mom's, I have a lot of my old diaries. I'm a writer. I've published books. I love to write. Writing is my happy place. So you can imagine how poor my mental health was through the entirety of my minimalism journey. You guys have seen that. I've cried on camera. Being a minimalist that I couldn't express my thoughts on paper was so bad for my mental health. So the It Girl trend puts a big emphasis on journaling, and a lot of people criticize that. It's like, you're just writing. Like, what good is that? Guys, journaling is so good for your mental health. It has been so good for my mental health. My mental health is really there, and I think you guys can see that. I've been on YouTube for 5 years, actually almost 6 years now, but you guys can see the difference between the quality of my thoughts and the things that I say on camera. And this past year, since I've been journaling, is so clear. It's so like there's abundance, it's good vibes, it's good energy. I didn't have that when I didn't journal. When I journaled, I was finally able to write down my thoughts, and when I saw my thoughts, I could see the garbage I was telling myself. I didn't think I deserved nice things. I was telling myself a lot of garbage, and it had been up here for a really long time because I just didn't journal and I didn't get it down on paper. So when I started journaling, I was like, no, I'm gonna live in abundance. You are a queen. You're pretty. You're successful. I love you. Like, I'm just gonna tear up thinking about like the things that I had to put back into my brain that just were not there. Journaling has been so good for my mental health. I'm so grateful for so many things, and seeing it on paper helps a lot. Sometimes I read back my older entries in the week and I'm like, yes, we're living in abundance. We're living our best life. So yeah, this is why I just love the It Girl trend. So I hope that this could have resonated with you. If you agree or disagree, comment it down below. I would love to read it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.